Hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Another pistol look here. Palmer gives to Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Get ready.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry up.
Mirror. Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On first down, it's Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. And his pass, incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go.
Again, it's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Stewart is the lone setback. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another pistol look here. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come out here in the eye. Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he loses the football a second time. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
When you think of really good teams that play a base 3-4 defense, you'll have to think the defensive line handles a lot of things. Eat up double teams with your nose guard. Your defensive ends are what we call base guys that can hold the point of attack, and they make it very difficult for people to run the football.
And the wideout in motion. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Stewart again. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Stewart is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Completes it to Dixon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Newton now on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the I. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And Gibbs got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
It was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal from the 5. Again, it's Stewart on second and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back in the game here on third and goal. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's 4th down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. In motion left is John Brown. The man in motion is Brown. Now a handoff. Johnson. And not much there. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. In motion left, Fitzgerald. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. 56, the mic, boys, 56.
Down to a knee goes Palmer, and that should wrap this one up. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.